Welcome to the Mid-Year Freakout Tag! So if you're new on BookTube, then you might not know, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows. The Mid-Year Freakout Tag is essentially like 12 questions, 13 questions about how your reading year is going. So let's jump right in. Let's start with how many books have I read? That's not really on the questionnaire, but it should be. So I have finished 83 books as of this morning. So out of those 83 books, I have 9 that were 5 stars, which I guess is okay, but I would really like to read 83 books and have 75 of them be 5 stars, but that's unrealistic, so let's just jump in to the first question, which is best book you've read so far this year. Honestly, like I said, I had 9. It was super easy to eliminate that 9 down to like my three favorite books. Like, they could almost be interchangeable, but I'm being harsh. So my favorite book of the year so far is The Hot Shot by Piper Rain. This was so good. I had never heard of this, but like a few days after it came out in February, so it's a brand new release too. One of my girls on BookTube, Karina from She Dreams in Words, I'll link her down below. She recommended me this book, and she's like, I haven't actually read it, but it screams your energy. And I'm like, oh, okay, I heard about what it was about. So you follow, what is her name? I don't remember her. Oh, Layton, who basically her cousin passes away, and her cousin left her 3 kids with Layton. Layton is a labor and delivery nurse. She works a lot of nights, but when she's working nights, who's gonna watch the children? And it completely flips her life around, as it should with children. But not only is she grieving the loss of her cousin, but she's also trying to raise these children that she, in her future, she did not see having children or being a parent, at least not for the foreseeable future. So it just like was a whirlwind for her, and she feels like she keeps dropping the ball as mom or parent or guardian. And then Hayes, he's right here. Hayes comes to the rescue. He is a baseball player. So it's a little bit of a sports romance, but it's not really based on sports romance. But he is like, no, I want to help you. But they have past beef, like past history that didn't end so well. And she's just like, yeah, I don't need you. But in reality, she doesn't know how to be a parent, and she needs someone that she can rely on. So as much as she pushes Hayes away, he keeps coming back for more. He just keeps coming back for more to get beat up again. Not physically, there's no physical violence in here, but she built these walls around her and her heart, and oh my gosh, this was perfection. I really like heartbreaking romances. I don't like the romances that are like happily ever after and just so, I mean, I do occasionally, but generally speaking, if it's a heartbreaker, then it's mine. And this is beautiful and heartbreaking, and you also, side note, you also get perspective of at least one of the children, and that just, like, I sobbed with this book. So if you want a good therapy session but you can't afford a therapist, read The Hot Shot. What's the best sequel you've read so far this year? I haven't, technically I've read 2 sequels. One we will not mention, and the other one was more of like they're interconnected standalones, but I guess for that reason it technically is a sequel, and that would be In the Time War, The Time Loop by Cara Bastone. Whatever the name of this book is, it's an audio only book, but the day that it came out, I listened to that, and I've listened to that entire series. I mean, it's only the second book, but that one's my favorite. It's romance, but it's got like sci-fi elements, and they play with time, and it was just a lot of fun, and there was like hiking and kind of adventurous romance. It was cute. It was a good time. A new release you haven't read yet, but want to. Here's the thing. I was gonna show you literally all the book of the month books that I have, because I can see 7 books over there that are new releases that I haven't read. The one that I ended up grabbing was the Romance Revival by Christina Lauren, because I definitely want to get to this before the end of the year. Here's the thing. I'm going to say it loud so that if you in the back, yeah, you. I want you to hear this part. Christina Lauren is either a hit or a miss author with me. There's no in between. So I've loved some things by this author. Like, I will die on a hill for Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I will also die on the Unhoneymooners hill. But then there's other books that should not be mentioned ever. True Life Experiment. That entire series. Oh, and also the Treasure Hunter one. I don't remember what it's called. The next one is most anticipated release of the second half of the year. I don't keep up on new releases. I rely on booktubers to tell me what to read. I also don't read a lot of new releases. Like, generally speaking, I get most of my books thrifted or at my independent bookstore here that does sell new books, but they also sell used books. So I usually go for the used books. So I'm sorry, I don't have an answer. Okay? Number 5 is my biggest disappointment of the year so far has been This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead. Oh, I have been addicted to everything Ashley Winstead has written. Recently, I never read her debut novel, and this one sounded like it was going to be exactly what I needed, because it's about a bunch of true crime buffs that meet online and then they actually meet in person, but then these murders are happening and they're connected somehow. And, you know, I didn't hate it. I gave it 3 stars. It was a perfectly acceptable thriller. However, I either have read too many thrillers, so I've read this before and it was fine but kind of average, or I just didn't love this one. And like, I don't know, I think the shocking twist, the plot twist, like I saw it coming from a mile away. And again, it might be that I read too many thrillers. It could definitely just be a me problem. This was a fine book. Would I recommend it all the time? Probably not. But I'm sure that there's an audience out there. If you liked Young Bright Woman by Jessica Knoll, if you like that book, you will love this. Because I think that they're kind of in the same vein. I gave both of them 3 stars and thought that they were just okay. With that being said, it was a very big disappointment because Ashley Winstead, her thrillers are always 5 stars for me. So this was a letdown. Alright, our next one is Biggest Surprise. I don't know if you guys have seen this book yet. Well, not on my channel. I know you've seen it. It's an older book. Probably. Let's try that again. Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes. Oh my gosh. This was spaceships. This is sci-fi. I know I keep saying I want to explore sci-fi, but who thought that I would give a sci-fi book 5 stars? Like, I love this book. Who thought? It says a ghost ship, a salvage crew, unspeakable horrors. Oh my god. So you follow Claire, who is in a spaceship in space with her crew that comes across this ghost ship that is basically the Titanic in space. Okay? And they're like, whoa, this ship has been missing for 20 years, I think. And so they're like, okay, let's get our gear, let's go out there and explore. So they go into the ship where wild things are happening. And then there's something with like a memory trope, and like I told you, I'm a sucker for a good memory loss trope if it's done well. And oh my god, it was done so well in here. So not only is it sci-fi, it's a horror novel, because some of those scenes that happened on the ghost ship live in my brain rent-free. And I would even say it's a thriller. Like, it's just a genre blend of everything, and it's almost perfection. It was perfection. It was wonderful. I would love to, like, live in this world, but not really, because it's scary. Let's see. Favorite new author, debut or new to you? Honestly, I guess I have 3. This is Jacqueline Walters. This is Dearest. This is like a mama whore. And those are, I love those. Those are great. She has actually come out with another book back in March. I don't have my hands on it, so therefore I haven't read it yet. But when I get my hands on the next book by this author, you know damn well that I'm gonna read it, like, quickly. Okay? I will read anything Jacqueline Walters writes. I will also I want to go back to Catherine Cowles. I want to go back through her backlist and read everything. Yeah, read everything by this author, because this was a romantic suspense and it was so great. Along with Ellen O'Clover, I would like to explore more from this author. This one was a heartbreaking masterpiece. Newest fictional crush. Okay, I don't have fictional crushes very often, but if you're gonna make me pick, it could be Henry, but more than likely it's Max from Zom Rom-Com by Olivia Dade. He's a vampire, and usually, I know what you're thinking, usually I'm not a vampire girly, like, since Twilight, like, okay, I was a Twilight obsessed tween, okay? But since then, I got over vampires, or at least I thought I did. But Max, like, not only are his combat skills so smoking, but also, like, the way that he wants to protect Edie is just, like, he makes my heart melt, and, like, I swoon for him. But don't tell my husband, okay? Newest favorite character, Chloe. Oh my god, Chloe. I love Chloe. So, Chloe, like me, well, no, she was not a recovering people pleaser. She's just a people pleaser. I am a recovering people pleaser. But oh my gosh, her mom goes to the hospital and has a baby. Her mom claims she didn't know she was pregnant, but also her mom is very strung out on drugs. So Chloe decides, okay, I'll just take the baby. I'll raise the baby. And, everyone's kind of judging her a little bit. But DCS starts this new program where if she can afford to raise the baby, but she doesn't have a typical 9-to-5 job, so they're not going to approve her. Unless Warren, he has a typical 9-to-5, but he doesn't have enough money to raise his brother. So they're starting this new program where they all live in the same house, and, like, it seems very unrealistic. But Chloe, oh my god, she is me, like, a couple years ago, where she's people-pleasing, so she does whatever everyone asks of her, but more than that, she also doubts herself so much, and, like, there were many times where I just wanted to, like, smack her silly. It would either be Chloe or Leotin. Like, I saw myself in both of these female main characters, and that's why I, like, adore them. But also, let's talk about the hotshot for a second. Hayes, he could be either a new book boyfriend or a new character that I absolutely love. Like, he was so just protective and giving of Leotin, and, like, she kept pushing him away, but he kept coming back, and he was just, oh my god. And, he plays sports, so he's probably my favorite character. Ugh. Our next one is Book That Made You Cry. The books that made me cry are actually the ones that were my favorite anyway. All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. The Heartbreak Hotel by Ellen O'Clover. Believe It or Not, How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates by Shaylin Thompson made me sob, especially at the friendship. There's an amazing epic friendship in here that just made me bawl my eyes out. After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid, this was a reread, so I knew it was going to make me sob, but I'm still counting it. That's an all-time favorite book, so you should read it. Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young, and The Hot Shot by Piper Green. A book that made you happy. Okay, so while I was looking for books that made me happy, I found that I'm a monster and I don't read a lot of those, but I did find one. And that was Truly, Madly, Deeply by Alexandra Belfour. This could also count for an author that I want to read more from. But sparks fly when a lovelorn romance novelist and a divorce lawyer agreed to co-host a podcast series offering dating advice for viewers, or listeners, I guess. And they have completely differing views on love and completely different advice. And the banter and everything inside the like podcast station was so cute. And then they like fall in love, and it was just, it was ooey and gooey and swoony, and I loved it. Okay, most beautiful book you bought so far this year or received. I mean, come on, who can pick a favorite? But if I'm being honest with you, I really do enjoy Tara DeWitt's like covers, especially Savor It. Funny Feelings is okay, but Savor It, I guess that will be the one that I go with. Then, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? How long do you have? Because, all of them. I need to read both Tara DeWitt's books, The Intruder. Here's the thing. I started off the year, I think, with 62 books on my one cart. You can't see it, but my dirty little secret is that I not only just have this cart now, I have one behind you too that is halfway full of books again. So I'm pretty sure that my physical to be read has gone up this year because I like to buy books, but that is an issue. Here's the thing. My goal was to finish reading all of my physical books by January 1st, 2027. We're getting very, very close to that, and I think that my TBR actually went up. I don't think I'm going to make it to the goal of having 0 books on my physical TBR. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I was beating myself up a little, but you know what? It's okay. I like to read. I will eventually read all of the books that I bought. This is like a bonus because I forgot to tell you that Charlie Donnelly is a author that I recently read from this year. So I think I read The Girl Who Was Taken by Charlie Donnelly in March. And since then I have gathered a lot of other books by Charlie Donnelly, and I will read anything that Charlie writes. Right? So this could potentially be a new favorite author as well. I just forgot to tell you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and thanks for checking out my mid-year freakout tag. Bye.